Hello and welcome to a new school year. This video is going to follow up from the social studies video that I had sent out in June. So for anybody new, this is our Grasslands Public Schools website. I'd like you to open this. If you can have two screens open, open this because I want to show you where to go to find all of our resources here in Grasslands. So grasslands.ab.ca. In the center here, you're going to click on Staff Resources. Once you're in Staff Resources, scroll down to where it says Student Support Services. So you're going to scroll past those square icons, go down into Staff Links, Student Support Services, Instructional Coaches site. Once you open that up, first thing you need to do is bookmark it. You're going to bookmark it by clicking that little star. That's going to put it into your bookmarks tab so you can come back for all of your learning resource needs. So at the top, it says Learning Resources. Click on that and scroll down. This may look a little bit different by the time you open this up because we are updating all the time, so it might look a little bit different, but look for social studies. This is the link that all of our teachers in June have already received. So when you go into here, this is your one-stop shop for all of your links. There will be one more icon coming. By the time you receive this video, that icon will be there. It is a Canva image, and in that infographic will be the links to everything that I'm showing you here, including this folder for your drive. What we're doing as your learning services team is all of the resources that Grasslands teachers curate or that other divisions gift us with are going to here. So for example, we have literature for K to 3. This was built by our friends down at Holy Spirit. And so if you are looking for literature that supports your curriculum, they have used ChatGTP to curate a list of books. They do say they have not read all of these books, so please, as always, as a teacher, read these books before you use them. But you can see they are separated by organizing ideas. So that is pretty awesome. And then in each one of these folders, you can just click on whichever folder to get all of your services, all of your resources that you need. Now in there, you're going to see a link to this website. This is honestly just a game changer. This is such a great website. And the curriculum developers at Chinook's Edge have graciously told us we can share this with you folks because they worked through the summer to create this and they are just so kind. So if you go to new curriculum, top right hand side, you can see all the different numbers. That's what grade you that they have. So let's say you're grade 5. I'm going to click on grade 5. Scroll down. Some of these have already been uploaded into that Grasslands folder. But honestly, if I were a teacher and I had a new curriculum, grade 5, I would just go in here. Click on this grade 5 scope and sequence. Every single grade looks the same. They have the same resources being developed by their teachers that are in here. So if I click on scope and sequence, this is what I love. This takes out so much work while you're wrapping your head around new curriculum. And then next year, you can go through and tweak. So while you don't have to use these, I certainly would. It's going to make your life easier. So if you look through here, they've got your timeline across the top. All of our learning outcomes, everything is in here. So if I go to September and I click on what they have in their scope and sequence for September, you're going to notice your key understandings are here. So this is like when you tell kids, what am I going to know? Well, you're going to know about the rise and fall of civilizations, and we're going to talk about these different things. You will have access to open all of these. Go ahead, open them, create a copy. You won't be able to edit them because, of course, these are the other divisions. So open them, make a copy, use what you like, leave what you don't. It's all good, but this is done for you. So this is such an amazing gift. So again, when you go into that Chinook's Edge, that scope and sequence, it's so well developed. I would use that. They've got slideshows in there, they've got worksheets, they have everything you need. Your background basics and vocabulary lists are currently in the process of being updated and copied for just grasslands in our grasslands folders, but they're all based off of the Chinook's Edge work to start. So everything you need to do is in here. And it's really comprehensive. It's really great. It takes the guessing work out of all the work you're doing. Okay, so I've showed you the Grasslands Coaches page. You're going to go under Learning Resources down to Social Studies Curriculum. I've shown you the Chinook's Edge page. You're going to click on your grade at the top, get started with your scope and sequence, lesson plans, resources, everything is in there. The final thing I want to make sure you are aware of is the new Learn Alberta. So if you go into Google, you need to type in new Learn Alberta to find this for those of you who are new. If you've never logged in before, if you're a new teacher, you will need your teacher certification number in order to set up your account. But once you do, you're going to see your name in the top right-hand side. If you open this site and you do not see your name, it says login, you need to log in. You will not have access to all of the resources if you are not logged in. Only teachers can have these accounts. So if you say, oh, Crystal, I've got this assistant, she does this work, she wants it as well. I am sorry. When you email Alberta Education, they will say this is for teachers only. So this is for you. Alberta's curriculum, all of your updates are in here. So you can click on whatever you're wanting to look at. Everything is in here. So if we want the new social studies curriculum, you can go ahead, open it up, click on whatever you want. You will notice this has changed a little bit in the way it's laid out on here since last spring, but everything is still in here. Okay, explore resources, left-hand side. If we go down that toolbar, so you've got home, Alberta's curriculum, explore resources. There is a beautiful little filter selection here where you can click into your grade, your subject, what type of resource you want, narrow everything down here. So again, if I say go grade 5 and I want social studies and I want English, you can see how it just starts to narrow it down, narrow it down, narrow it down. This Take Action for Reconciliation is one of the resources that I've shared several times with schools. It is produced by Scholastics and it is really, really, really well done. So if you are looking at purchasing something as a school, that is one that I have seen and I think they've just done a really great job of it. So you can go through, play with this. At our first new curriculum implementation session, which will be sometime in October, fingers crossed, you'll get, same as science last year, you'll get a half a day where you're going to come in. This year, it will likely be with myself, Crystal Atkinson, and we will go through everything together again and start, just have time to plan and work with your colleagues. And then you will have 2 additional days where you can book a coach or just work with your colleagues in your school for new curriculum implementation. So if you have any questions, please reach out to myself. I am happy to help you out. And until next time, make today amazing.